Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Scottish Futures Trust got a number of low carbon priorities. What are they?
Yeah, there's the three areas that Scottish Futures Trust are focused on right now in terms of the low carbon sector, Paul. The first is street lighting, where it's an area we're very successful in. We've recently, there have been 30 million worth of projects funded, and we're looking at another 120 million over the next 3 years. The second is non-domestic energy efficiency, which is about basically putting energy efficiency measures into our public sector estate. And the third is district heating, where we're part of the Scottish Heat Network, looking to implement district heating projects across Scotland.
We talk about the street lighting in a moment, but you've also got low carbon infrastructure transition programme.
Yep.
How does that work? Okay,
Paul, the low carbon transition infrastructure programme, the low carbon infrastructure transition programme is a joint partnership between Scottish Government, Scottish Enterprise, HIE, Scottish Future Trust and Resource Efficient Scotland. The feedback we've had in the past is there's a lot of organisations working in the low carbon space, and there's a need for us to work closer together in order to deliver low carbon projects. This is a project or a programme where we all actually physically sit together on a weekly basis. It's backed by 160 million of European structural funding over the next 6 years, and it's looking to take projects from that early stage through to where they've got deliverable projects that can actually attract other funding.
Okay, and that works, does it? Because you're all in conjunction with each other, you're all talking to each other, you're all singing from the same hymn sheet.
Yeah, well, there's a few reasons it works. One, we communicate much better. Also, we can share resources and support, so we can, projects often need different types of support, and we can actually look at what does a project need to actually accelerate it and take it through to delivery. So there's a number of reasons it works well together.
One of the priorities you mentioned at the start of the conversation was street lighting. SFT have just relaunched their toolkit, haven't they?
Yes, and the feedback I've had is the toolkit is very good, so I recommend that people go on Scottish Future Trust website and take a look. The toolkit helps local authorities and others develop business cases, and it has a financial model where if you plug your data in, it will provide the output and a template business case report that can be populated.
Oh, fantastic. You mentioned as well, and you were passionate about this, the loans as opposed to grants for projects.
Yes.
What's the rationale behind that?
As you know, Paul, the Scottish Government's targets are ambitious. Yeah. And what the reason that I'm so keen on loans is if we are ever going to achieve these targets, we're going to have a lot of investment. Now, that investment is never going to come purely from the public sector. There is areas such as GIB, which is great, that can bring in support, but it's going to also need private sector investment. So what we're looking to do is to get projects to a stage where they can attract that investment in order to deliver on the ground.
How important is it for you guys to be at events like this to get this message across? Because the delegation here are the people that you need to convert, that need to get the behavioural change. So how important is it for you guys to be at events like this?
It's key, Paul, because what I talked about it today and what I've come to realise is we need to influence not just energy managers, we need to influence chief execs, FDs, people on the ground. There's a real broad group of people that we need to influence, and it's only by coming to these sort of events and actually speaking to people and understanding their needs and their challenges that we can help them overcome them.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks, Paul.
Cheers. Thank you, Steve.